I think that you start off with a facade. I think even the poorest, broke down man is going to present himself a certain type of way in the beginning,
Oh, he has
right?
to. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you're desperate, but you were lied to a little bit in the beginning, and you knew better, but you needed that lie first.
Mm-hmm.
So there's absolutely, I believe a great bit of deceit
But that's
going
what
on.
dating is. We had this conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. I think it's more than just the woman's desperation. It's also the deceit that goes on in the game. It's like, oh shoot, technically he could be a catch. So I'm gonna call him tonight. I'm gonna call him tonight because this he could be the one.
Yep.
He could be the
Yep.
one. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So and it's kind of like then you, but the disconnect I have is we start off with that game, the deceit and the lying and everything else along with it. But how do you go from dating a guy like that to actually marrying a guy like that? I mean, do you know how far you got to go from saying that he's possibly a catch, he possibly is this, but you know he's broken on when you along the way between dating
And
and
you did
marriage.
too much. You gave up too much. That's what
And now
people.
you're stuck.
And that no, you're not stuck. You think you're stuck.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You think you're stuck.
You done stuck
Yeah.
yourself. Like, what are you doing? Because y'all been. First, it's always the time, right? People love to talk
yep.
about
I've been
how
here for 5
I've been.
years.
We've been together for 5. We've been together for 12 years. Y'all been miserable for 11.
That's
Talk
true.
to me about being together for 12 years and you've been miserable for 11. We've been together for 20 years. Y'all been not seeing eye to eye for 15.
But T, think about this. You're saying I've been with him for 10, 15 years. So from 1 to 14, not one time during that time did y'all plan on getting married?
Oh no, y'all did plan on getting married at some point and always talked about it. Somebody flaked.
Yeah.
When we went to go look at the stuff, it cost too much. Somebody
financially
cheated.
in that position
Yeah.
Oh,
We tried to buy a house instead of getting, like, we're gonna have all these reasons why it just didn't go down, but ultimately it never quite makes sense. But yeah, you have time is the number one reason why people claim that they're gonna stay together. Then it's the living, today's people is gonna be the living situation, right? Because you can't necessarily afford to move out right now. So we can't afford to break up.
that's true. I can't afford because I can't live on my
Just
own.
keeping it 100. You see married couples even in those situations. So it definitely even affects those who are just dating because you gave so much of yourself. You moved in with somebody who you weren't married to. You gave too much of yourself without getting enough back.
You should know you're going to lose every time. The one thing about women, women definitely suffers ultimately from that decision because you're giving them good years, good GPYs. We had that discussion.
Yes.
And in the end, you're older. You're giving up all this stuff to him. And then he says after 15 years, I don't think it's going to work
By
out.
the same token, you're also screwed. Because you're screwed because all right, if you're from 21,
girl.
because you get together at 21, right? Boom, y'all now not seeing eye to eye. Y'all thinking about breaking up. You 40. You're 40 now. I guarantee you, if you've been together from 21 to 40, y'all have at least a kid.
Oh, we got
At least one
Y'all
child.
would have been split up.
Yep.
There was no kid involved. Y'all would have been split up.
Because there was no kid involved, you'd have been gone.
Yep. There you go.
There's something that had kept you there for 19 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
What, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way that you would have stayed there. But now, like you said, from 21 to 40, now that's your prime years.
Yeah.
All your years.
He said you're dead now. Come on, McKinney.
The producer said that's all your good years. So now, really, to be honest, as 40, as a male, as a man, we still good.
You still good.
We, in
Yeah.
fact, we good until we die. And that could be in our 60s or 70s. We still good.
So
We
y'all at
still-
the top of the barrel Well, I done dwindled way down
Oh,
here.
you dwindled.
With the kid, 40
Yep,
years.
Yep.
A few little crow's feet.
Yep.
That's not right, man. Damn.
You're gonna want to say, "Let me go out into the dating market," and now you don't know how to.
Yeah,
because
you've been on the shelf.
You've been on the shelf.
Wait, and not any
Shelf. This is the other problem, right? You've not been on any shelf. See, most of these guys, they want to play on the middle shelf, a little below rack, bitch, on top shelf.
Yes. You've been right here.
And now you done all of a sudden dwindled to bottom of the barrel. You don't even know how to operate here. You don't even know how to operate in this
Nope.
capacity at all.
And you know what's happened to you now? You was Louis the 13th on the top.
Yep.
He's been sipping and sipping and sipping
Yep.
for 19 years.
Yep.
Now you're empty.
Yep.
So now he ain't gonna spend another $8,000 to put you back up top.
He can't put you back on
No,
top.
he can't
Because
afford it.
guess what happens? If you're about top shelf liquor, when I enter you, you're gone.
Yep.
That's just it.
That's it.
You can't. If you put another Louis the 13th up there, it's not going to be the same exact bottle that you had 21 years ago.
No.
It's not even going to be the same bottle that you had up there for 19 years.
Nope.
It's going to have to be a brand new bottle.
And if I keep that bottle that I had up there for 20 some years, I'm not putting Louis the 13th. I'm putting regular liquor in there. It's gonna look like it's
She
Louis the
refilled
13th,
it.
but now I'm just going. And you know what? I'm gonna put it up there, but it's not.
You might be up there empty.
Yep. Or you could be just like, oh, you know, I'm gonna stick it up there. But
just
now
there.
you're now Louis the 13th, empty, and they say I'm worth something, and you are. No woman is not worth anything. You are worth something, but you have spent your time
You're on the clearance rack.
oh, yep. You're on the clearance rack. So
Just
now,
saying, right?
yes, because now you got a kid. If he died, you couldn't even get benefits for him, any nothing from him, because you never got married. You ain't got no life insurance with him. The kid would get something because, again, that's his kid.
Yeah,
but
trickle
you,
naturally, but you, no.
nothing. And now you're then trying to get out in the field, 40 years old, little crow's feet, and now got a kid. And you know what? You're not the hot chick anymore. You're a MILF.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky to be a
If
MILF.
you're lucky.
Yeah.
And if you let you,
keep your body.
if you didn't keep yourself tight, that's the other thing. You get comfortable, and things happen. Like, oh, you know what? He wants me. He loved me all my roles and stuff. And there's guys that love women that way.
Yeah.
But you get out in the dating world, it's a different
It's
world.
competition.
Big
And it's
competition.
fierce. And
Yes.
what we say?
Yes.
They doing it for things. So the competition, oh baby, no, I'm trying to get my rent paid.
There
Nah,
you go.
She done came all the way correct.
And they getting that BBL, they in the gym, they doing all that stuff, and they're 40. But you 40 with a kid, and you settled because you thought this guy's gonna do right.
Yep.
He's got to do right by me. He gave me a kid. We've been together for 19 years. He's got to do right by me. Until he realized that I'm 40 years old and I can do better.
Yep.
And since you didn't commit to me, then I used all your milk up, most of your milk up, and now I'm going to move on. And now you're going to keep that anger, that hate in your heart because he
That's
did
really
you wrong.
going aging.
And that's not it. You did yourself wrong.
Yeah.
You allowed yourself
Yeah.
to be
You missed the requirement.
all of it.
Yeah, you told him that you required this of him, but you didn't hold him accountable when he didn't deliver, which I think for a lot of women, we don't know what to do sometimes when we make a requirement, you miss the requirement, we in too deep. Now what do we do?
You have
What's
to cut your
the
losses.
next step?
To me, again, you have to cut your losses because you know what's going to happen.
But I love him. I love him.
Yeah, but obviously he don't love you. He don't love you that much. He ain't love you enough to just go ahead and say. He used all excuses. I ain't got enough money for the ring.
Yeah,
we
or you ain't
enough
got enough money for my birthday, or you don't got enough money for my anniversary, or you don't got enough money for, the day that we made up together.
Oh, you forgot.
Or you
Yeah,
forgot?
Yes, and see
How many times you done forgot our special date? It's not
How many
special no
times?
more.
no, it's not special to him anymore.
Uh-uh.
He doesn't care because all I gotta do is tell you enough to keep you quiet.
Yep.
And if you don't have enough intestinal fortitude to say, "Hey, I'm done," and do it early, not 40. Don't wait till you're 40. You do that like, okay, we've been together for 5 years, and we look like we just playing house. I don't want to play house. I want to get married within a year, and that I don't care about no huge marriage. We can go to the justice of the peace, pick any date, walk in there, and just get married. You can give me a bubblegum ring for all I care because it's all symbol anyway. But to make me comfortable and to make me know that I'm part of your unit, then we need to do this. And if he's fighting you on, well, you know, I don't really know you, what you talking about? You don't know me. You've been with me for 5 years. We're in the same house together. We pay bills. You sleep in the same bed. You know how I look in the morning. I know how you look in the morning. What more you need to know?
Yeah.
And if he's got cold feet, he ain't ever going to marry you. He's going to make an excuse not to marry you.
Ooh.
Never going to marry you.
If he's got cold feet, he'll never do it.
Never
Dang.
do it.